Hello, happy day one of the Readathon. I haven't read anything today yet, but I am doing some reading sprints on Lewis's channel later, her very first reading sprints, very exciting. So I will make my way through, is it down here? Yes, it's over here. Ugh. I Wish You All the Best by Mason Deaver. I am that far through and I'm loving it, so I am excited to get more into that. But now I just went and got some new clothes, which I'm very excited for because I was feeling very, I've like grown out of both style and size of all of my clothes. So it was really nice to like get some things that actually fit. Like it's hard to kind of, quick body talk, it's hard to kind of like be like, yeah, my body size is, I feel fine about the size that I am, when like every single thing you try on like is too tight and doesn't fit. And it's especially with me and my arms, so it's nice to just have some stuff that really fit and some like airy stuff like this. Like I love this and like I love it, so that's really exciting. This is my outfit today, by the way. I just bought this shirt and then these are my like fun trousers. I love these trousers. That's that. No reading done at the moment. We'll check in once reading has happened. Let's ignore that. Good morning, team. So I have 2 Audible credits to use and I want to cancel Audible because I signed up for like a free trial, like a 3-month free trial thing if I bought one book for 99p. Anyway, you don't need to know that. And I've forgotten to cancel it. Now I have 2 credits and I need to cancel it. I want to cancel it. So I need to buy the books and then cancel it. I think it's such bullshit that you can't cancel your membership and you have those credits until the date of your like last pay, like, you know, like it just like, no, you lose them immediately. What is that, Audible? Now I'm like haphazardly browsing, trying to, not sure. Does anyone else get this? Like when you're book shopping or just browsing, every book that you've seen just like goes out of your head and it's like, I don't know what I want. Then I end up finding new things, which is fun, but like, anyway. I'll keep you posted with what I end up getting. Okay, here are the 2 books I ended up picking from Audible. So we have The Unpopular Vote by Jasper Sanchez, which I'm really excited for. It's been dubbed as Red, White and Royal Blue meets The West Wing, which I am so here for. Jasper Sanchez is a queer trans masc author. And this just sounds like a YA that is absolutely up my street, so psyched. And that is, how long is that one? What doesn't it say? Oh, it says over here, 11 hours 49, okay. And then the other one I picked is Ace of Spades by Faridah Àbíké-Íyímídé. This one is 13 hours 44. This is a YA thriller that has been dubbed as like Get Out meets Gossip Girl. So fun, but following Black main characters and queer main characters. So I'm super excited. I love a YA thriller, especially set in a school. So yeah, these are the 2 I'm going to potentially be audioing this week, but I will keep you posted with that. Hello. Firstly, oh, you're a bit low. Firstly, my outfit. I am literally thriving. Like I love this outfit so much. Secondly, I'm on my lunch break. I've got myself a cheese, corn, ham, salad, pesto, bagel with some lentil curls and my book. It's time to keep reading. Also, a minute ago, I got the text to say that I can finally book my vaccine and I'm so... Are you excited for me too? I'm so excited. Right, I'm gonna keep reading. I will update you when I've actually read something. I'm back. I'm so sweaty. That was so fun. That was so fun. I love roller skating so much. Anyway, I need to cool the fuck down. I'm so sweaty. I'm gonna go have a shower and then I think I actually am going to read. Oh my god, I've literally just been telling you today I'm gonna read. I did read on lunch, to be fair. Oh my god, I'm so sweaty. Okay, right, goodbye. Good morning. Yes, it's still good morning. 20 to midday. 20 to midday is not the way I would ever say that. I turn the camera on and like go crazy. Anyway, I've got a little cat with me today. Sunbathing in front of my desk. Oh, hello. Hello. Please. I am feeling today. You know, one of those days. Nothing's happened. I'm just no. But it's sunny outside, so I think on lunch I'm going to go outside and read. I started yesterday Ace of Spades and I am loving it. I'm like an hour and a half in. I am addicted. I want to know what's going on. I think it's going to be a very fast-paced audiobook, so I'll keep you posted on that one, but I'm really excited about that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I didn't read I Wish You All the Best yesterday, but I think I will try and finish it today. My boyfriend yesterday showed me one of the songs from Bo Burnham's special Inside, which he's seen but I haven't seen yet. I'm gonna have to watch it. Welcome to the Internet, which hard relate, as I think every single person who will watch that would be like, hard relate. I have never like seen the internet described in like the most way that it is and the most absorbing way that it is. I would really recommend going and watching it. Anything and everything all of the time. That is the internet. Anyway, so that was like, I'm like processing currently this morning my relationship with the internet. That was an interesting little side note, but I'm going to keep, what time is it? 11:45, yeah. Going to keep working for a bit now and then go and read on my lunch break. Good morning, happy Wednesday. We are a few days into the readathon now and I have finally finished my first book. Okay, so last night I finished I Wish You All the Best by Mason Deaver and I really enjoyed this book. I feel like it's going to be just such an important read for so many younger teens that are thinking that they might be non-binary and like confused about their identity. This is like the book that was needed, and you can tell through Mason's writing like this is the book that they needed as a teen, and it was really beautiful. I think the way that identity and being non-binary is explored in here is very well done and very like a good introduction as well for people if they have never heard of being non-binary before. Yeah, so that was really good. I will say that I think there were some elements of the writing in that sense, like that I remember there was a conversation about labels and it felt very on the nose. It felt very much like the author wanted to talk about labels, and in that way it wasn't seamlessly written in with the dialogue, if that makes sense. Like I felt it stood out a bit, but that's such a minor thing. Like I also think the conversation was important and I agree with the conversation, so yeah, I don't know, I just thought I would mention that. And then also I guess because the story focuses so much on Ben and their story and their experience, the side characters are well developed and I really loved lots of the side characters and I almost wish they had a bit more page time. So overall I think a 4-star for me, but a really good 4-star, and I really would recommend it. I also flew through it, even though it doesn't look like I've flown through it. I have, and I really am intrigued to see what Mason Deaver reads reads right next. So loved that. And in terms of the Queer Late Readathon, I'm gonna have to get the bingo board up 1 second. Oh my god, this fly is driving me mad. Where are you? Away. Okay, I'm looking at the bingo board here, so I'm going to look over here. But this can fit into hard-hitting contemporary, underrepresented identity. Recommended. This book has been recommended to me so many times. Maybe also summer vibes, because it's like not set over the summer, but it kind of does give you that vibe. But we'll go with it. Anyway, so that is the first book. And then this morning I started the group read, which is Freshwater by Akwaeke Emezi. I have read Pet by Akwaeke Emezi and I really loved that book. So this morning I read 10 pages and I have never read a book like this before. So the first chapter was titled like We, and we seem to be from the perspective of like spirits or souls or like different parts of this body, like of this baby, and I'm really intrigued like how it's gonna be formatted and split up. I'm already so like, oh my god, what? I think this is going to be one I'm going to have to sit down and read for like an hour to get into, just because it's such big concepts. But yeah, super excited to keep going with this, so I'll keep you posted. And then I'm also still reading Ace of Spades on audio, which I'm loving, and I will check in when I have read more. For now, I have to do some work. Bye. Hi, so after work I did some yoga in the garden next to my washing apparently, but it was just really nice to get outside and do yoga because it was like not boiling hot but like still warm, so yeah, it was quite pleasant but exhausting. Then I needed to switch around my toe stops on my roller skates because you can see one of them is super worn, where I always stop with my right foot. It's basically down to the bolt there, yeah, so I had to change them over, but it takes so long on my skates to change over my toe stops, which is such a very specific problem, but I got a teeth out because it was staining my skirt. So yeah, that was what I did for literally about an hour it took, which it shouldn't have taken, but it did. Good morning. It is 9:35 on Friday. I didn't speak much yesterday. I don't think I spoke at all yesterday, but I have just been getting on with some work in which I can also listen to my audiobook. I kind of schedule my day around that because sometimes, like most of my work, I can't listen to an audiobook, but some admin task-esque vibe ones I can. Anyway, I have just finished Ace of Spades. Oh my god. I can't talk much now because I have to go back to work. But the discussion on institutional racism, the fast-paced plot twists, literally I think one of the best YA thrillers I've ever read. Oh my god. I also really want to go and pick up a physical copy and like put it into the hands of my boyfriend and be like, read this book. I genuinely might go and buy a copy later. I'll show you that if I do, but I will also talk more about my thoughts a bit later. But whoa, read this book. So good. So good. I'm gonna eat my crumpet, do some work, and I'll speak to you later. Hello. Okay, so firstly, I just got my vaccine. Yeah, Jazz from the future. Secondly, I thought I would tell you what prompts I picked for Ace of Spades. So the first prompt was intersectional because the two main characters are both black and queer. Devon is gay and Chimaka is queer. So that's that. And then the second prompt, I have decided to pick the question mark space, and I am going to go with thriller because Ace of Spades is a YA thriller. I have been meaning to read more thrillers, and I have been meaning to read more widely within thrillers, like queer thrillers. I want them, so I've picked thriller for that space. That's that. Back to the video. So, I did it. This book. I actually can't even, I still don't have time to talk to you about it. Full review later, but had to pick up a copy from Waterstones, and there's a bonus chapter, so I'm really excited. I'm gonna read that later. And it was buy one get one half price. So I also picked up Leave the World Behind by Rumaan Alam. This sounds like a really interesting concept. I love books with interesting concepts. So there's like this couple and they're staying in this like cabin on holiday, I think. And this older couple arrive and they claim to own it, and they're arriving to seek shelter. And they say that there's been a power outage in New York City, but the phones are down and the internet's down. So the facts are like unknowable. And it says, what has happened back in New York? Is the holiday home a truly safe place for their families? And are they safe from one another? Oh my God. So really excited for that. And it seems thrillery. Yeah, I'm excited for that one. And then I went to the, what's it called? Charity shop, just for a little mole. And I found this book. How Much Do I Hate the Cover? 100%. How much do I want to read the book? 100%. So like swings and roundabouts, and it was £1, so I just bought it, even though I hate the cover so much. Anyway, it's The Housekeeper and the Professor by Yoko Ogawa. I read the Memory Police back in like October, I think, and I enjoyed the concept and I did enjoy the writing, but I thought the overall story was a little underwhelming. So I'm really intrigued to see what other books she has read and what the vibe is. And this one seems really short, and it was £1. So yeah, that's my little mini book haul for you. I'm going back to work now, and BiConAThon starts at midnight tonight. So that's very exciting. But I'm still reading Freshwater, so I don't know if to read 2 books at once or like maybe read one of the smaller ones I have. I'll keep you posted. Good morning. So I have just filmed my little wrap-up clip for my wrap-up lol. But I thought now would be a good time to just catch you up with what I've been up to. Readathon is over, sad, but I managed to finish I Wish You All the Best, as you saw, Ace of Spades, which I'm about to give you my full review of shortly, and then 28 pages through Freshwater. I am going to continue with this, but I am going to pause it for this weekend just so I can focus on some bisexual fiction and maybe non-fiction. So yeah, that's Freshwater by Akwaeke Emezi, which was the group read, so I do want to finish it. And then I am also currently reading on audio. I've listened to about 2 hours of it yesterday whilst cleaning. It's called The Unpopular Vote by Jasper Sanchez, which was the one I got on audio. It's like unpopular with brackets. Which is really good so far. It's been comped as Red, White and Royal Blue meets The West Wing, and I haven't got the Red, White and Royal Blue vibes yet, but I have got the West Wing vibes, and I love it. It's very like The Politician on Netflix, if anyone's seen that. Like high school kids knowing a lot about politics. And it makes me consider, like, is this really how like American like high schools are run? Like the main character is running for student body president, and there's like his like surrounding friendship group is like all in on the campaign, and I'm like, is this really how it works? I like think back to my what's it called, like my sixth form, and I remember people being like elected head boy and head girl, but like there was no campaigns, or if there was, it was like one day and like someone put up a poster or something. Like, it's fascinating. Anyway, I am loving that book. It seems like the whole cast is a cast of queer characters, and I will be continuing it this weekend when I get a chance. I know that there is a bi and a pan character, and the main character is trans, and then there's various other like queer identities throughout. So yeah, that's really great. So that's where I'm up to on my reading. I will show you what I'm going to sit down and read in a second, but firstly, it's Ace of Spades by Faridah Àbíké-Íyímídé. Oh my god, this book. So this book came out on the 10th, so it's only been out for 2 days. Please go and read it, please. It's on, if you're in the UK, buy one get one half price in Waterstones. So to give you an overview, I don't know if I gave an overview, I'll give a quick overview. We follow Devon and Chiamaka, who attend Neuwirth Private Academy, which is very much like a rich, white, private academy. Devon is there on a scholarship, and Chiamaka is just there regularly. They are the only 2 black students at this school, and everything is fine, everything is like working well. Chiamaka is working towards going to Yale. She is very much one of the main popular girls at the school. Devon just likes to keep his head down. He wants to be a musician, he wants to go to Juilliard, he is also just cracking on, working his hardest, and all of this is going fine until the whole school receive a text from ACEs, and it basically starts spreading rumours about Chiamaka and Devon, some of them true, some of them not, and we go from there, and they threaten to unearth Devon. Sorry, next door's cat just came in and tried to steal the food. Anyway, what was I saying? So that's like the overall basis. I won't say anything more about the plot because I think there's so many twists and turns in this book that are so unexpected and so well curated and like done that I just don't want to say anything else. What I think this book did amazing. Well, firstly, it was so fast paced. I can now see how chunky this book is. It is like 465 pages. The audiobook was like 13 hours something. I read it in like 2 or 3 days because it was so fast paced and I just wanted to know what was going on. Like, it was amazing, so well written. I am so excited to see what Faridah writes next because I am there. I think the thing that makes this such a standout YA thriller is it's not just like a standard YA thriller, like it's not just like drama in high school kind of vibes. It very much delves into the heart of institutional racism. It talks about homophobia within Black communities. It talks about general queer struggles and coming to terms with your identity. It talks about the class divide within Black communities. I think that's what makes it really stand out, as I don't think I've read a thriller like this. And from what I know about Get Out, I can see why it's been comped as similar to Get Out, but I really need to watch that. But yeah, so that's Ace of Spades. Absolutely amazing. New release for this year. Please go and pick it up. Because, oh my God. Woof. Now, because I've got quite a busy day today, I'm spending a lot of today with Ben's family. So this morning I thought was the perfect time to catch myself up on a little bit of reading. So I didn't want to start a whole new book. I just wanted to start a little book. So we're going to read Amphibian by Christina Neuwirth. So I'm going to be reading this for BiConAThon. It's very short, just a small little 100-page-ish novella. And obviously it's tiny, not exactly full pages. The author is bisexual, but I'm not sure about the characters. We'll see. And this, to give a quick summary, this is a book following Rose Ellis, who arrives at work one morning to find that the entire 4th floor has been flooded with water in a desperate attempt to improve productivity. As the water steadily rises, her working situation becomes more and more absurd. I am so intrigued about this book. So this is what I am delving into this morning. Is it going to comment on capitalism? Is it like going to be really funny? Is it going to be like funny but dark? I'll keep you posted. I am on page 18 already. It's very, well, that isn't actually 18 pages though, you know the vibe at the start of a book. Anyway, it's very readable, so I'm definitely going to get through this quickly. It is so, everyone is very accepting that their office has just been flooded with water. They literally just had a conversation. It was like, it's annoying, isn't it? And it's like, yeah, it's annoying. What the fuck? I think this is going to be very satirical. That's the vibe I'm getting. Like, what lengths will corporations go to get the most out of you? Okay, hello. So this is really ridiculous and I'm just really enjoying it. I'm now on page 40. It's just so, it's so funny because it's so like, why, like the whole office politics, office attire, what like worrying about like still having to look professional while literally like sitting in water. It's really funny. Also so the place that she works at is this like sales place called Moneytown Cash Growth, and her friend Madison works at a company called Money Growth Town Cash. I'm liking it a lot. Also, it's also making me very sad about like, what is our purpose?
Yeah, it was at that point that the neighbour came into the garden and I did a bit of a side-eye situation until he was gone. Yep. Hello, if you're still watching the random roller skating clips I've like forced onto a reading vlog, thank you. And this move right here, oh my god, it's called a stall and I'm so proud of myself. It's the first time I've ever done it and I fell a lot. Hello, I am post skate park shower, not sweat. And I wanted to wear this lemon jumpsuit because I think it's cute, but it's so short. And I wore my only pair of chub rub shorts to the park underneath my shorts because it still rubs otherwise. Now they're so sweaty, so now I can't wear those. Now I can't wear this lemon jumpsuit because I don't want to put on sweaty chub rub shorts after my shower. So now I'm having to wear these trousers with it, which I think is a look, but it is hot today. So hopefully I won't burn up. Just not in the mood for getting chub rub today, you know. But now I think I'm going to make some pancakes, have a nice... make the bed, make some pancakes, and then I'm now chilling for the rest of the day. I feel good because I've done my like exercise. Not that I do exercise every day, but like I love roller skating so much and it's so nice to be able to fit it in on the weekend before it gets really hot and before all of the kids swarm the skate park. Just quickly slip in and then slip out again. Hi, so I didn't read that much from here on out, but I started reading This Is Kind of an Epic Love Story by Kacen Callender, as you can see, with some snacks. And then I got so hot and sleepy in the sun, so I went inside and I started playing Splatoon on the Switch while Ben watched the football and I kind of watched the football too. And yeah, it was kind of just like a chill day. And I did read a bit later, but not before I had some corn dinosaurs, which I was thrilled about. Look at them, look at that little dino. Yeah, a great time. And now back to Past Jazz, who'll give you a bit of an overview of the week. Good morning. So Queer Lit Readathon is over, BiConAThon is over, it is Monday now. I am filming this just before work and I thought I would just do a nice conclusionary thing. So yesterday, as you saw, I started reading This Is Kind of an Epic Love Story by Kacen Callender and I ended up getting 114 pages into it, so that was really good and I'm really enjoying it so far. It's a YA contemporary. We follow a guy called Nathan who has seemingly just broken up with his girlfriend who is actually his best friend, and now this guy that he used to be best friends with 5 years ago has come back onto the scene. That's kind of like where we're at. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. There's some things where I'm like, there's quite a lot of cheating talk, so I'm a bit concerned. But apart from that, I'm really liking it. So Nathan is definitely attracted to more than just one gender, and so is Flo, the first person, the girl that he was with at the beginning. But they haven't put any labels on it as bi. And I read it for BiConAthon, but I'm intrigued if the author has like, well, I'm intrigued if it is labels are discussed in the future. I mean, it's obviously totally chill if they're not, but I don't want to assume it's like bisexual rep, because obviously it could be like pansexual rep or just queer. So I'm gonna have a look into it once I've finished. So for my full thoughts of this one, you will have to wait for my June wrap up. And similarly, oh, I can't reach it. Oh, I am aching so much from roller skating yesterday. My arms are just, you will have to wait for my thoughts on Freshwater. I haven't picked it up since I last spoke to you about this book because I was reading other books this weekend, but I am now, well, once I finish This Is Kind of an Epic Love Story, I'm going to go back to Freshwater. And then the last book that I haven't finished this week is The Unpopular Vote by Jasper Sanchez. Again, I haven't read any of that this weekend, just hadn't had any like audiobook time, but I'm going to be continuing with that this week. So again, look out for my June wrap up. It was a nice way to just dedicatedly read some queer books this week. Read queer books always, obviously. I am going to sign this vlog off here. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. If you've watched all the way to the end but you don't have anything to comment, leave, is that like a playing card emoji for Ace of Spades? Leave one of those. Leave something related to that. I will see you. I'm so tired, sorry. I will see you in a new video. Bye.